Hello guys, how are you doing?
Hi. I'm fine. How are you?
So far so good. Thanks for asking. Where are you? Are you outside or inside?
No, I'm inside. Let me just open the camera.
All right, that's cool. And we can see Emma. Emma, hi. How are you?
Hello, I'm fine. How are you?
Pretty
How is
good. Thanks. Pretty good. Thanks for asking. How is your life? Long time no see.
yeah, I've been busy. I had a lot of on my mind and a lot of things to do.
Uh-huh. I see.
Yeah,
Okay, I
still
hope
arguing
everything.
with my husband.
Mhm.
Yeah, everything is okay.
I hope everything is cool. All right. That's cool. I mean,
Yeah.
the most important thing is the health, right?
Yes.
Otherwise, the money cannot buy that, right? So
But it
every
can buy happiness.
to some extent, yeah, it depends on how you're defining
Yes.
the concept of happiness.
Happiness.
Fantastic, very
Yeah.
good. All right, I don't want to just waste the time. Just dive into. Let's just dive into the question. I mean, prompt, right? I think you saw the question, right? I hope people do not read that. I cannot understand.
No,
Really.
I did not used to do that, but right now I'm reading that
All
because
right.
it's really important to prepare for the topic. That's what I feel.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Social
I am happy.
media.
Yeah, I am happy that you read that. Okay. So let me show that once again. If you pay attention to, if you may see, yeah, it says the use of social media is replacing face-to-face contact with many people. Do the advantages outweigh the disadvantages? If you may ask, these prompts are being extracted from IELTS exam, IELTS writing task 2 normally, because as long as the level is okay, the level is advanced, I think we can debate it, right? So
Yes.
that is awesome, fantastic. Let's say hello to Irina. How are you? Can you hear us?
Hello. I'm fine. I'm from Russia. How are you?
So far so good. It's still alive. Thanks for asking. So first, let's talk about the social media. Then we can talk about the use of social media, and then replacing of. I mean, social media is replacing face-to-face contact with a lot of people. Is it correct or not? How much of this prompt is correct? And then we can talk about the advantages and disadvantages, right? Step by step. So I think Arnab is going to start. Maybe you can start.
Okay, yeah, yeah. I think I can start.
All right. So you
For
can
me,
just start. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
yeah. So for me, it is definitely replacing the face-to-face contact with people, but it also enables people to have more connection with like I'm connecting with you all, right? So it's a more, we can connect with more global communities as well.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, definitely. So as the pandemic hit, so I'm in my home and it's really difficult for me to go out and meet people. Yeah, it definitely replaced the festival contact, but it also helps us in many other ways that can benefit us as well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's cool. Very good.
Yeah, we can connect with all the lost friends and also to find new friends.
Mm-hmm.
Like here we meet and we talk, express ideas, but as well we can manage to keep up with everything and everybody.
Yeah.
So it's useful for us,
Mm-hmm.
but also it has a lot of disadvantages.
Of course, we will talk about that step by step. Thank you. Anyway, so let's talk to Irina.
Okay, and as for me, I saw more advantages in social because it helps me to communicate with my friends and to find new friends.
Mhm.
And if we talk about disadvantages, well, I think that disadvantages are important for children who can choose the information necessary for them, or maybe some adult people too. But if I have some goal to find something, it helps me.
Mhm.
And for example, I learn languages. I like it a lot. And this year I began to talk in language groups, and it helps me in develop in developing of my speaking skills. You see?
Absolutely. Mhm, mhm, mhm. Of course, undoubtedly,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, as long as we as people can use the social media, actually not just social media, I mean the technology very well, in that case, our life is going to be easier. Yeah, cool. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Mhm. Yes, yes. Please go ahead.
No, no, no. Yes. That's all.
Yes. Okay, it was a big yes. I thought that you are going to continue something. Very good.
No.
That's okay. Arnab, I muted you because there is a kind of hissing sound. That's why I muted you. Whenever you try to talk,
Yeah, so
it's
I think it's a fan. I think one second.
that's okay, no problem. Whenever you talk, you can open it. All right. Who is next? Rama, can you hear me?
Good evening. Hello. Hello, everybody. Hope you're well.
Good evening. How are you doing?
I'm well, thanks. How's it going? What about you, sir?
Cool, cool. Still alive. Thank you.
Okay. I guess I should talk about the pros and cons of using social media and is it good for us or not? Okay, I guess it's something really good in terms of time. Instead of spending a lot of hours traveling to see another person, so it helps a lot in this way. Just to so we can say like we spend less effort in order to see other people instead of traveling, spending hours. We can just talk with them on Zoom and see them, that's fine. Another thing, I really love social media because it helps the students a lot to get all kinds of information easily. So it helps me with my stuff at university, and it helps me with learning languages as well. Instead of going and searching for a good teacher to help you with the learning a new language, you can just do it on YouTube. You can get an amazing speakers. So it's difficult to find a native speaker in your life, in your country, in your city, but it's really possible on YouTube. So I love social media. It's something really good. And the disadvantages of it, like people become lazy, like couch potato, we can say. They prefer sitting on their home by themselves instead of going visiting their relatives. Instead of going to visit your grandmother for 5 minutes, you just sit by your own, and maybe if she has a mobile, you just send her a message saying, "Hello, are you okay?" So it's better just to go and visit her to see her smile. It's better than sending on your mobile phone. That's my point.
Interesting, cool. Okay, let's say hello to Roy. Roy, how are you doing? Good to see you.
Yeah, hello, teacher. Hello, and hello, everyone. Good evening from my
Hello.
side.
Good evening. How are you
And I
doing?
hope you all are doing great. Yeah, I'm doing great, and I'm so happy now to listen to you, especially, and to get in touch with a lot of members here. So I'm literally on the cloud nine.
That's okay. So if you pay attention, maybe if you read the prompt, actually you have to see it, right? Can you see it at the moment?
Yeah, you see it. Oh, another thing, I'm extremely sorry not to turn on my camera, but just because I've shaped my hair, so I'm looking a little bit weird.
That's okay, no problem. That's okay. That's okay.
Okay,
so,
thank you, teacher.
Do you want to talk about this? Just
yeah, sure.
social media.
I wanted to talk about this. Yeah, this is really a great topic. It is related to our young generation nowadays that we are facing, and we are using different kind of social medias in our life. And as our technology advancing so fast in this era, so we are getting a lot of devices, and at the same time, we are getting a lot of social medias to get ourselves. I think with all of the things that are available here, so everything is good. First, I'm gonna show some points here, like as it is an a bliss of the advanced technology. So I will say that obviously it is good, in fact, and it is good side that we are getting. And here the topic usually the use of social media is replacing to face contact with many people.
That's
So
true.
here I do agree that it is replacing our face-to-face contact or our physical appearance. We are not being able, or sometimes we are not doing that actually. So because we have the things available on our hand, and we don't need to spend so much time or our energy that we are thinking nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, I will say that this is great, and we are getting a lot of benefits and our facilities from these social medias. But at the same time, we are being so indolent, and with the people, basically, it's my observation that in most of the cases, with the people, we when we all the things are so available on our hand, and we become so indolent, like we don't want to do something with our full interest like before did our ancient people did long before. But nowadays, when all the things are available, like I need to get some suggestions from my teacher, and I need to go to my teacher to get to collect that one, or to talk to my teacher, and might be he will suggest me some of the other steps or other suggestion. But instead that I'm doing here, I'm just trying to knock my teacher, and then he's ready to send it through via email or messenger or WhatsApp or whatever the social medias are. So
Mm-hmm.
here the problem is getting that we are getting available things and a lot of facilities from this or using this kind of social medias. And
Mm-hmm.
it is true that it is replacing our face-to-face contact, but at the same time, I think something is missing here. We are missing a lot of important things that were very important in our life, but now we can imagine, even we can feel the lack of the things that's
Mm-hmm.
happening with us now. So
Mm-hmm.
I'll think that as it is a great place of this advanced technology, I will do agree with this topic or discussion. But at the
Mm-hmm.
same time, I will quote that something that we're missing in our life using these kind of things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Thank you. Exactly. I mean, that is, you mentioned everything, of course, but let's go back and talk to Irina again. Irina, do you want to add something to what you said before, or do you want me to just open this statement a little bit?
Well, no. I think that everyone says very important things about
Mhm.
this topic, and I don't have added something.
All right, that's okay, no problem. I mean, the question is, so I think everybody accepts the fact that social media, I would say not just social, I mean technology, social media is part of it. Actually, is replacing face-to-face contact with a lot of people, like real communication, right?
Yeah.
I think everybody accepts that. Everybody agrees. This is one thing. Now, and of course, almost everybody just talked about advantages. A little bit, Roy talked about the disadvantages as well. But for me, if you ask me, I would say whatever you do, there are always two sides, okay? Two, how can I say, distinctive sides. Always, whatever you do, imagine that there is no technology, so some other problems. Technology, again, some other problem. I mean, the problem never goes away. It changes its form, I would say. But I would, again, let me add this. Um, as I mentioned earlier, those people who are or who can use technology, very well, they are winners. I know a lot of people who are not really willing to use social media or willing to even use the communicating apps like Zoom, I would say they are losers. I would say, but their life, their choices, their decisions. Anyway, now let's talk about. Hold on a second. Talk to Arnab about the, advantages and disadvantages. So, are you a person who says that advantages of social media outweighs the disadvantages, or?
Yeah, so let me first tell what are the advantages. So the advantages are like you can talk to your friends and start building relationship with people. That's one. Second thing is you can communicate with different kind of people, and you can build your communication skills as well.
Okay.
Third is the business part. So the businesses are all going on online right now. I am also a marketing person, so I know that. So yeah, so the businesses are going online, and they're breaking the barriers, and they're going global. So
Okay.
that's a good thing. Uh, but the negative aspects of the social media is also there. Like it leads to addiction. So you can really get addicted, and it distracts you. Like for example, when I work, sometimes I go to Instagram and I scroll for like hours and hours.
Exactly.
But it like do not it actually distracts you from your work.
Yeah, you cannot
Third
be
is
so focused enough.
yeah, so it actually reduces productivity for yourself. But it also makes me think that these are tools, right? So you have to use the tools mindfully, and you have to use tools the way it meant to use. Not you don't have to like you should not be using like this tool should not be over you, but you should be in control of the tool, right?
Okay.
So I think that for an adult like me, so I should be in control. But if it's for a child or a children, so then they have to be in control so that they don't use social media for a long time, or say they don't like parents should be very careful that their children are getting enough off screen time, or they're playing in outdoors, they're communicating with their peers and all of that. But as an adult, I think that I should be in control to check myself that I'm not using social media for a long time, or I'm talking to my peers, I'm talking to my friends in real life. So yeah, so it is not about the disadvantage or advantage. It's about how I am using the tool.
Absolutely. Yeah, exactly. I mean, how we are using the tool, that is the most
Yeah.
important thing to think about. Very good. Thank you. Now let's talk to Rama about the second part of the question. Rama, do you think that, using the usage of social media actually has lots of advantages or disadvantages? Do you want to talk about that?
Okay, that's cool. Actually, it depends on the person. You can make something good, you can make something bad, according to your thoughts, to your logic. For example, if you want to say that Instagram is something not good, or maybe YouTube, let's talk about YouTube. It's something not really good, but I consider it as something good. For example, my brother spent the whole time just watching that game. I don't recall its name, not it might be Clash of the Clans, yeah. Just watching video how people do play. What is the benefits of that? But I spend my time watching stuff related to knowledge, to stuff like this. So in this case, I consider him as a loser, but I consider myself as maybe a winner or something that useful for my future. I don't care if that good or not, but I guess it is because it's helped me to in my studies for my future. So it depends on the person how we use this tool. As the last person said, I guess he's from India. That's it.
Fantastic. Very good. Exactly. I mean, as Arnav said, we have to just take the control of social media. We should not just let social media or whatever just tries to how can I say, just captivate us and try to just capture us. We should not be a slave of that.
What do you think? What do you think about children? Because they are young, they don't know how to use it. They just are given the phone, and I don't know. What do you think about this idea? Are they using YouTube or maybe social media in a good way or not? should be away from it?
That is a difficult question. I cannot answer this question right now.
Oh,
Really.
so yeah, it is about just us as young people.
It is it is related to psychology, I think. I mean, here, I would say psychologists should show us some ways, show us some techniques in order to just control the kids, because parenting, or let's say managing the kids is really difficult. It is almost impossible. I cannot imagine
It seems to me that we mustn't not control children. We must explain them how to use the social media. It is very easy prohibit or permit something, but if, for example, I have children, I know that I want that they mustn't play a lot of time. Yes.
Okay.
And for this, I must explain them that they have more interesting things among computer games. Yes.
All
and
right.
it's not about control.
That's true, but sorry, let me finish. That is true. Yeah, of course. I mean, we definitely need to explain to the kids what to do or what not to do. But the point is, kids, I mean, they're kids. They cannot think rationally. They cannot think logically. You can think like that. Kid cannot. Understand? So let me give an example from the. Let me give an example, very quick example from the films. You know, when they say that, for example,
Sure.
this specific film is designed for people above 13 or people above 18. So what does it mean? It means that psychologically, imagine that the kid, if the kid watches that movie, let's say, or that show, it is not appropriate for him or her, so that the kid cannot, how can I say, differentiate what is true, what is not true, what is wrong, what is correct. Understand? And that's why I would say this is very difficult. I would definitely ask help from a psychologist, so to speak. Yes, please go ahead. I talked a lot.
Yeah, so I just want to add something to you, that kids learn from their parents, right? So if the parents can reduce their screen time, if they can control their social media use, I think it tells the kids that, okay, so this should not be done by us. So we have to be like go out and play with others, and the parents should be involved in that process as well. It's not that go tell your kid that go and play. It should not be like that. You have to be in control, and you have to be involved in that process of playing with the kids and everything, all of that. So yeah,
that is true, of course, but of course it is always easier said than done.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
it is always easier said than done, because what we are dealing here with, we are dealing with human being. Kid is a human being, you know.
Yeah,
there is no blueprint, something completely new, right? That's why I'm saying.
Thank you, teacher. And I think all of you were explaining some important facts and information and explaining it very well, that I was listening you guys, and yeah, literally feeling good to listen to you. So here I just want to add something like we are talking about here the advantages over outweighs the disadvantages. So yes, first of all, I would say yes, it's happening here. And the advantages of the social medias or the devices just output, I'm just recalling it or calling it like these devices are the output of this advanced technology. So whatever it is or whatever there, but they're really outweighing the disadvantages gradually, and it is we're facing with the mature people, we're facing this neighborly that I just want to mention here. So first, we got a problem like first one, that man from India, I forgot his name, and he was talking about that we need to control us over tools. So this is a great point, actually.
Exactly.
In most of the cases that we if we're not able to control ourselves over tools, then we are not mature enough, and we are not sagacious. We don't have our observation. So it's a great important part of our personality. When one thing I need to mention here, that your personality will represent your children. So this is a great one that I wanna quote, or I wanna remember. So when we are not able to control ourselves using these kind of medias or social medias, or spending our available time or precious time using these kind of things. So obviously our children, there's just kids, and they just started copying yourself or imitating ours, or you or with the guardian. So they started imitating all the things that we do. So they're gonna be like habituated with the stuff that we will be doing in our life. So these are the things, if we like to, if we want to control our children, or we are getting a lot of problems with their children using the social medias or using devices, then we should have a plan. We should have a great plan to how to demotivate our children to overuse these things. So we should have a great plan, as we are mature and enough, or I think knowledgeable person and guardians. So we should do. And if we are not getting any problems to basically with the social medias that our children are using in their free time to relax themselves or to entertain themselves, then it's good. I think it's not a big problem, or it should not be a problem, as our generation is going away, but our children, they're just coming, and they're just being they will be spending their time with the rest of our generation, and our output, our advancement of technology, there will be mass development, and so they will get a lot of miracle things in their lives. So they should have a knowledge from their infancy, I think. So that's why we should give them a glimpse that, yeah, these things are useful, and we should use them in a very perfect or pragmatic way. So this will help them a lot. But when we're getting our children are overusing these social medias or these devices, then it's gonna be like they're going to face some problems to establish themselves with a good career that we always think. So here, as we are knowledgeable guardians, so we should have a great plan. If we really get some problems with our kids or using these kind of social medias or devices, but if not, then it's okay. I think we should do that, and we should support our children to use these social medias or devices.
Okay, let's give the chance to Mr. Huffy to talk about that.
Sir, I'm appreciate.
My pleasure,
Thank you.
man. Please go ahead.
Do the advantage outweigh the disadvantage?
Okay.
I think it's back from the parents again. So maybe the parents can give time for children, or give education about how to use social media, because it's a very important for children. Maybe for example, like the parents usually children using social media for playing game, right? So maybe the parents must give 1 or 2 hours for her playing a game, and then the parents back to study again. So after that, maybe it's how to get the advantage from the social media. Yes, just like that, I think.
Okay, yeah, of course. Yeah, totally correct. I mean, we are just trying to practice, right? The speaking abilities, because the statement is very cliche and everybody knows what to do. But of course, we're just trying to exchange the ideas, which is really cool. Now, I think,
yes, sir.
Yeah, I forgot the turns. Whose turn is it right now? We can talk about it. We can add some extra things. I think Rama has good points. Please go ahead. We have almost 7 minutes, guys. Go ahead. Yeah.
I really have no idea which is one.
I mean, yeah, I mean, the point is, people say because of the pandemic.
Children?
No, forget about children. We are not children here.
Okay.
So yeah, people believe that, you know, the usage of social media increased because of the pandemic. Yeah, that is one of the reasons. But I would say I disagree with this because, I mean, the technology advances. So just apart from the pandemic, I would say in less than 10 or 15 years, or maximum 20 years, we're going to see a completely different form of life, not just communication. You know,
Yeah, I see.
I think we can see a lot of prototypes. You know, people are trying to create, actually play with the holograms. What are we talking about? Holograms. Imagine like that,
Okay.
we are having the Zoom meeting and I can see you in 3D. Whatever you do,
Oh my
everybody can
gosh.
see it, you know? So
Yeah.
this is mind-boggling,
Okay.
mind-blowing. So I would say,
Okay. I
mhm.
can speak of it.
Okay,
Like
please.
people, I can say that people are getting lazy. I mean, lazy and
Definitely.
lazy more and more, you know, because we all started dependent on social media a lot and everything. I mean, you know what? I see like all my colleagues, all my classmates everywhere, my roommates, my members of my family as well.
Mhm.
From we get up, we wake up, not get up, wake up, opens our eyes. The first thing that we do just pick up our phones, you
Mhm.
know. So yeah, and also we can talk about televisions, movies.
Mhm.
We
Mhm.
spend the entire time instead of visiting our relatives and instead of doing something useful, we just keep sitting. For me, I prefer instead of going and visit my, for example, maybe my friends at the weekend, I prefer to watch an American movie. Can you
Yeah.
believe that? So I guess it's something bad, okay? I know I feel sometimes guilty about it, but I enjoy doing it. I say, oh my gosh, I want to pick myself up. I go to visit my friend. Her house is really far from me. Instead of that, I will just keep sitting at home and watching an interesting movie. Yeah, it's better. Then I feel guilty about that. It's something not really good, but I don't know. It's just a desire.
Mhm.
Um,
All right.
yeah. So,
That's true.
but,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
and so I guess we have
Don't
to
feel
find a
guilty
win-win
about it.
solution.
Do not feel guilty about it because you're young, you can do whatever you want. I mean, I always say the balance in life is really important, guys. I mean, the social
Yeah,
media itself, or even the face-to-face contact communication 24/7 is not the case. I mean, the balance is always the case. Balance in life.
yeah, I know each other. Problem comes in when we compare our old life to our new one.
We
So we
cannot
feel like
compare that.
we should
Why we
not do it.
cannot? We can, of course, but I mean, it is not something very important because past is past, right? You have to
Yeah,
think about the future. What is going on? You have to try to
yeah,
survive in your
yeah,
environment.
but we are exaggerating in using our phones. So I feel like we have to find a win-win solution,
Mhm,
right?
mhm, mhm. Yeah, it depends. It depends on the person, or let's say it changes from person to person. Yeah, very good.
Okay.
Guys, we have only 3 minutes. Very quickly, if you want to say something about it, let's just wrap it up and finish it up. And it was really a good topic. Please go ahead very quickly if you want to add something. Nothing. Everything is clear.
Hello.
Yeah, I think,
May I
yeah.
get a
You know
chance
what,
here?
guys, I have a question. I just
You have.
want to know in which accent people pronounce the letter sh like that. Like I hear people saying English instead of English and pronunciation instead of pronunciation. Is it a specific accent or mispronouncing? I just want to know.
Pronunciation is different from the accent. I mean, that is another topic. Maybe later we can talk about it. Let's just wrap it up. Accent is
Teacher,
different,
teacher,
pronunciation is different. Yes, please go ahead.
yeah, yeah. This problem is from another reason accent, or yeah, this reason accent, and it is not like from the natives. It is from us. We are not natives. We sometimes pronounce like this. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
a lot
another
of
thing
factors.
related to the topic, I wanted to add that is, we can't deny the advantages of the social media or the advancement of technology. We can't deny, actually.
We can or can't?
We deny, no, we can't deny.
Okay.
And here, we cannot deny. If we do, it will be like we are going to cheat on these things that we are using, right? So here I'm to say, actually, in this 21st era, we are getting in all of the availabilities or these facilities that we're getting. We are here now together with the advancement of technology and social media, and we are getting a lot of knowledge. We're gathering a lot of things, actually, using these things. And our ancient people, they were just after getting their finished turn at the end of the day, and they started gathering at a place and talking over some unnecessary issues sometimes. But now people don't waste their time, and they go online and try to find out some important things that's happening around the world. Or sometimes they start reading some beautiful or very amazing or informative things on these sites. So a lot of people doing these things. But why we are talking about the disadvantages of the social media here?
We just talk.
I really.
That is not really important.
Because this true, like it's here. Disadvantages are also here. It's not something to ignore. I think social media, the disadvantages are really important part of our life as well.
That's true.
To sum up, so I think there's 23 seconds left. So to sum up,
exactly.
Oh my
to add to Roy, as he told that social media, the advantages are real. They're true, but it's up to us how we can use it and how we can, improve with it.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Totally
That's
correct.
the point.
Guys, take care of yourselves. You were amazing today.